everyone, and welcome back to another round of Mom Q&A with Mamas Uncut, where we answer your anonymous questions about motherhood, relationships, parenting, and so much more. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to answer some questions?
Oh, yes.
All right. My husband had an affair and I'm crushed. We've had a pretty rocky relationship, so I get why it happened. It isn't right what he did at all, but I do understand why it happened. I honestly don't think I can get past it as the hurt is pretty deep, but we have 2 kids and I don't want to take our family living away from them. I want to continue making family memories, taking vacations together and Christmas, etc. Does anyone cohabitate or co-parent and go about on dates, etc.? Is this called an open marriage? If so, is it working for you? And is it even possible to do this? Lisa, take it away.
Take it away, Lisa.
It absolutely is. And like, okay, so a few things. I'm now that so unclear whether it's sustainable. And we did this for a long time, the better part of 10 years, probably like 8 years. And if there wasn't another baby involved, we may still be in this situation. I think we probably would have stuck it out until my son goes to college. So, that would have been probably 11, 12 years. And because it was mutual, there wasn't a lot of drama around the outside. And we agreed with the kids and the kids have always known as well. That's like part of this is like transparency across the board. That's how it was sustainable. Mm-hmm. And the outside never came inside, right? Like they didn't meet the third parties and things of that nature. I think if somebody starts getting serious with an alternative or with another person, there's some difficult choices that need to be made. And there's some, at that point, it's probably a lot less sustainable. Mm-hmm. But like both sides have to be like, I wasn't looking for a relationship with somebody else. So I was fine.
Yeah.
And I don't think my ex-husband was per se either. He ended up in one. Yeah. They're getting married and it's great. And they're super happy and I'm happy for them. And they've got a lovely daughter, but that was all a bit of circumstance that happened to them. And it forced some decisions that probably needed to be made for a while. But like, we had great times as a family. We did a lot of things as a family. We're a cohesive unit, and there's a lot of things I really enjoyed. Like we had some great trips to Costa Rica and to Spain and to a variety of different places under this model that were fantastic, and everyone had a good time. Mm-hmm. So like, but you've got to be able to be friends with the spouse and not have it be more than that, right?
Yeah.
And we'd become friends, and we'd become partners as parents and partners financially, right? Like we're both CEOs of companies, and like, we can speak on a financial level and very intellectually and very unemotional about a variety of things. So when we decided to actually get divorced, the split was super easy because we'd agreed upon it up front. Yeah. There was no drama. Like my entire divorce cost $5,000, and I was very annoyed it cost that much because I wrote the legal document for the lawyers for the most part. I'm like,
woman of many talents.
I'm like, okay, here's what the agreement is. There were like 2 questions on it, and we were done. And I got a bill for $5,000. I'm like, no, that's too much. Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, it can work. Yeah. But he's got to be okay with that too. And I guess my guess is if she starts dating, that's going to be very hard for him.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is why I wanted to do this question. 1, because I knew you could relate to it and you could give some good advice. 2, because she's a little back and forth in this question. Yes. 1, she understands why the affair happened because their relationship wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But 2, she doesn't want to stay completely married to this guy because she's very hurt by the situation. And I think if he continues to like have these outside relationships, she's not going to get over that hurt.
Yeah.
Because like, while I do think open marriages can work if everyone's on the same page and everyone respects the other person, I think in this case, she's being a little bit maybe forced in this situation. And she so desperately wants to keep her family together that she's like trying to find this way to make that happen. And she's not going to be happy in this situation. That's my take. So,
You truly have to not care.
yeah.
You have to detach, like
you
romantically.
have to not care.
Yeah.
Like I would ask him, how is it going with so-and-so? And we would like talk openly about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, and there was no, there was no jealousy. There was no sadness. There was no anything. Like to make it work, both people have to be in that spot, because if there's like feelings and emotions, it's a bomb waiting to go off.
Yeah.
I feel like for this, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that would be my advice, is to really look at yourself first and make sure this is what you want, because I get wanting to keep the family together, but I think this is going to be very hard on her.
Yeah. My thought is I think a divorce might be more healthy for the mom in this case, getting that actual like, legal thing done. And she might be able to get some space where they will be able to have, I've known lots of families that have been able to have Christmas together, that have been able to go on vacations together when both parents are divorced and have new partners or whatever. It's not uncommon. I think, especially these days, I think that separation and divorce would be healthy for this mom though. And in letting herself grieve that and letting it go, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I don't think when you get a divorce, it's the end of the family that you had in mind and your idea of that. I think you can go about it in a really healthy way and try to move forward and let go of the anger part of your relationship. Because it sounds like she's too close to it right now and maybe forced into this decision. But that's my thought.
Agreed.
Don't forget to send us over your questions so we can answer them here. Bye.